Robin, Sam born in Dejnikoff, White Beach, Oklahoma, and Dochbia. Some of you guys know me. This may be the first video on this side or not. I don't know. I don't know how it'll go. This is just something to kind of explain to the folks what I'm doing now, or what I've been doing for the last year. I noticed something weird going on a few years ago with people. I didn't really set out to do anything except help them. And I understand that man is hypocritical by nature. I can be a hypocrite just as well as anybody can here in America, at least the north part of it. And I noticed that it's gotten to an unreasonable level. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to support something that doesn't make any sense just because it makes somebody else mad. That's like the most childish thing that I could think of for an adult to behave. And I know that if you go look on the internet, or even if you go downtown and speak to somebody that you love, you'll see this. It's concerned me a lot about people. I don't know what to do, but I got pretty tired of it, and I realized that there was nothing I could contribute anymore in this life. And at one point, I had decided that was it. I love my dogs, and my dogs love me, and that's good. And I didn't want to leave them. And so I did. I set out and I found some of my friends. You guys know who you are that I spoke to about watching my dogs. And I had considered this. Well, I went to go see two of my childhood friends that I hadn't seen in a long time, because I wanted to see them before I left. You know, I appreciated them in my life, and they've been there for me since I was a kid, and they're both very intelligent people. They both are also here in town, and most of my friends have fled Oklahoma, or at least Pauls Valley, which is the biggest town to where I'm at. But when I was in Pauls Valley, I stopped by and I talked to one of my friends, and he told me basically that he wanted me to come work for him. And I did for a while. And I felt like there was maybe something I could accomplish there or help him out in some way. And so I decided, well, I'll do this, at least pay this guy back before I go. And he was still just as smart, just as good a business person. Very reserved, likes his privacy, so I'm not going to talk a lot about him. But he helped me see something that... maybe it's my fault. Maybe I could have been a better kid growing up and influenced the world better then. But we all have a purpose, and I have my dogs here. It really bothers me that most churches kind of deny dogs the right to an afterlife. As a Potawatomi, the wolf was here for us in the beginning, and he was like our first friend, and we never ran away from that dog. And I feel like the best I could do is get them through this life. I have my parents as well, and I have a brother. They're all doing just fine. They'll be fine without me. And most of my friends would be too. But my dogs, they have somebody to look out for them. Miigwech to you guys that said you would look out for my dogs. But they don't have anybody to look out for their future, for their next life. And I don't feel I've done everything I could. And so I went back to the last thing I was interested in, which was a sound device. And about these times, whenever I was feeling the lowest at myself, the place that I went to worship, they kicked me out, and they said that it was because I had taught a certain ruler of a little kingdom over there some songs, and I never really figured I'd argue my point because they had made up their mind, and I knew I wasn't guilty, but more than that, I knew that people that haven't shown an interest in 60 years to learn a song, they're not going to just show up one day and learn songs. Even if somebody's trying to teach them, to force them on them. I've sat down with that fella before, guys, and he'll just change the words left and right. Tell people to sit down that shouldn't. And I'm not telling on him. I'm not. I know he'd rather know more about it. And I've tried. I've written 2 flag songs. Nobody likes them. And that's fine. So I'll try again. Eventually I'll do it again. Everybody will tell me, well, that's not the way we do it now. Well, how do you do it now? Well, now they go down to the church and they get a form for a 501c3 so they can get a tax write-off to, basically follow the religion that came over here with Martin Luther whenever he realized that somebody had to die to get people out of that system they had over there. It has been reformed, and that's a great thing. Once a crack is in a foundation, it is no longer a foundation. You must build your house on a new rock if you want it to be the house of the Lord. And the thing that scared, the reason that Native Americans are still alive today is because whenever the Europeans came over and they thought we were Indians from the Middle East, nobody was that stupid, guys. They knew that there was land here, and they didn't quite know who they were going to find over here. But when they did, they found us, and we were with God. And a lot of people will try to tell you that that means that we believed in God. And I understand that maybe they were just treasure hunters that came over here, and with the treasure hunter religion. And that's okay. It's whatever you believe in is right. We had a concept of the Creator, and the Iroquois were very much against us because they had a concept. They had a different concept, and me and a friend will discuss that on a different issue. But they did not like us because we followed Spirit, and we are a little bit different. There are 5 or 6 tribes here in the United States that are different than the rest, and I've made the connection between all of them, and I've made the connection to right now. In that, I'm a little scared. I have no one I can speak to except my dogs. My parents can't. They don't want to speak of this, and I understand why. It's just because of religion. I believe that the higher power is aware of all of us, and that to play favorites is not the smartest thing to do. This is about 10 minutes, and I just wanted to make a little introduction. I'm going to try to call my YouTube page The Uncomfortable Pan, and I'll let you guys know whenever there's another video coming out. Miigwech for watching this. I hope you guys have a great day, and remember to always look out for other people first. Look out for everybody else. Maybe some of them will be looking out for you. All my peace. lost you guys. Sorry about that. Like I said, I have one question for the day, and it's ask a PLP. Ask a PLP. This question goes out to any PLP. If you would like to contribute, I would love to have your answers. If I could ask any former PLP one question, it would be, has the tribe made any decisions that don't concern you specifically, but wish that they would have talked to you about before they'd made their decision? If so, why? If not, well, why not? I'd love to hear your answers, and we'll go on from there. Hopefully we'll have another question. You guys have a great morning. Put your tobacco down. Be thankful, and be sure and invest in others. Invest in others today, and I think you'll have a great day. Ball my P. See you later.